I fasted and prayed and wrote classification and requested to be reclassified sooner. I was reading the Bible one day, and Matthew 10:19 and 20 said, "But when they arrest you, do not worry about what you will say. At the time, you will be given what to say, for it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you." I looked up
Yeah.
and smiled. Peace came over me. Like I just felt like everything was going to be okay. I didn't know
Mm.
how, but I knew it was going to be okay. So 3 days before my court date, the CO came in and handed me a uniform. I had never been so happy to see that orange jumpsuit in my life. I went to court on April 1st, 2015. My heart was beating out of my chest and my hands were sweaty. I was terrified. But at the same time, I knew that I would be sentenced to the program. Why else would I get reclassified early if God wasn't going to show up in that moment in the midst of the trial? I go into the courtroom and there's my public defender walking around like she owned the place. She was wearing like a suit, this black suit, with like a skirt, probably a little too short actually, black stilettos, and like she was freaking tall anyway. I was like, wow, I didn't have to say anything. She starts going back and forth with the DA. DA was arguing over one point. He said she's a career criminal, habitual offender. Had just been released from prison a year before, but he wouldn't budge off the 3-year offer. Um, my fate hung in the balance of me scoring out and going back to prison over one point. So I pled to the bench and asked the judge to send me to treatment in lieu of prison.